Gabriele, it's so good to have you here in our studio in London. Thank you.
Thank you
for thank
for
you
me
for
too.
coming all the way from Italy. It's a long way. Listen, it's the relationship between us and you is really fundamental for us because natural stone is a fundamental part of the kitchen, but not only the kitchen. As you know, we work in the entire house.
Yeah, so for all the project.
Exactly. So to be able to have everything the client is requesting for their project. So the flooring, the walls, for feature walls for the entrance. Yeah. Our clients, nowadays they just want natural stone. Okay. But my first question for you is: natural stone is
A range.
It's an incredible range, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's start from trying to explain the difference between marble, quartzite, and onyx crystal. Yes.
So, first of all, we can start with the most known as well. It's gonna be the marble. The marble, you can find it all around the world because you have quarries. Of course, in Italy, that is the most known place in the world for marble. Yeah. And you can find some material like the Bianco Carrara, that is one of the most known in the world. You can find also some beautiful color like Verde Alpi or Calacata Viola, some material like this. When you start moving on the other part of the ocean, you can find something in Brazil. And then you're gonna start talking about a material that is called quartzite. And that is different because in the quartzite world, we're talking about a material that is a quartz-based.
Quartz-based, yeah.
Exactly. So also the structure of the material is changed. So you're gonna find a material that is harder, is more compact, so it's gonna be more useful in kitchen project because it's a material that is acid resistant, so you can use it to do kitchen tops. In fact, it's mostly used for that reason.
Okay.
Then you can find something else in the opposite side of the Mediterranean Sea, around Iran, Afghanistan, that is the onyx, because all the onyx mostly came from that area and is most likely to be similar to the marble because it's still a limestone, but have a different process because it's a difficult term. It's a vitrification process. So it's gonna be a material that turns in translucent,
yeah,
and is a softer material. So you can't use as well because it doesn't handle well the temperature and the heating process. So you can't use it to do stuff like kitchen tops or nothing like that. You can use it because it's a beautiful stone. So to do facade or to do bathroom project flooring, it's beautiful because you're gonna have colorful vein. You can play with the light, with the translucent. So that's mostly the difference between this material, just the composition.
The composition.
Yeah. But just finish with it, we can also say that the marble, you can use it as well to do kitchen top and everything else because you just need to do the finish
special
on top.
Treatments.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, you have 100 type of treatment that you can do on marble as well.
But can we say that quartzite always come, for example, from South America? Same thing as marble. Can we say it's more an European? So it depends from the rock that we have in the different continents?
So we can compare the natural stone world to the gemstone world.
Gemstone, okay.
Because
we're going precious.
Yeah, exactly. Because let's start with the natural stone. You're gonna find a material like the Patagonia, is one of the most known quartzite. You're gonna find it in Brazil, but then you can find the same quarries also in India.
Okay, on the other side.
Exactly,
of the world, yeah.
And that's the point. And it's the same thing with the gemstone world because you're gonna find the emerald in Colombia, and you're gonna find it in Africa, and you're gonna find it in Afghanistan. So that's the same point. The only reason, and you have to focus on that when you select a material for the project you're looking for, is the quality of the material. because even if the travertine, we can talk about also a natural stone, it's a marble. You can find it in Italy, or you can find it in Turkey, or in Iran as well. It just changes the quality of the material, because the quarry is similar, but the quality, the composition.
Is the quality given by how easy or how difficult it is to work the material? How do you...
So, let's just say, the material is the same, because the travertine is going to be travertine.
Yeah.
It's just how you treat the material from the quarry, so how you process it, and also the quality of the quarry itself, because you're going to have smaller quarries that are not able to cut big blocks if you need to do big project and nothing like that. Or you have the Italian quarries where you have a selection of 6-7 type of travertine itself, and you can choose which one you want. And also Italy worked with travertine for almost 3,000 years. The Colosseum is built in travertine.
Exactly.
You can go to Rome and choose a place and it's going to be in travertine. So we know how to deal with that material. That's why also a lot of people, when they need to do a big project in travertine, they usually go to Italy, because we know what we are doing.
Because we know the quality of the material, and and we have only 3,000 years of experience.
Exactly. So when someone is scared, also because a lot of people used to think that travertine is a porous material, and of course it is, because you can see you have a lot of hole and everything like that. But that doesn't mean it's not a material with his strength on his durability. It just means that he likes to drink like us, because if you're gonna spill something on it without a treatment, of course it's gonna absorb it. But for big project, it's a super durable material. So even if you need to do exterior, something like that, this is one of the best options that you can use it.
Absolutely. Well, our client, we know in the market there is a lot of synthetic and man-made material, but our client, our kitchen are amazing and precious and beautiful. You so many of them. They always prefer to go for the beauty of the nature. Sometimes I do a comparison with them. I tell them, why don't you buy a synthetic diamonds and you buy a real one, or a ruby or emerald? Why you want to go for the real one instead of the synthetic?
Because it's unique. Let's just say from a singular block of marble, just a random one, you can have almost 50 to 60 slabs in 2 cm.
Yeah.
Each one is going to be different. It's going to be your slab. It's not like the ceramic world, when they select the best slab that you have in the warehouse, they're going to do a picture and you're going to use it for your kitchen top, and the other 2,000 people is going to have your same kitchen top. That's the difference. You're going to have something unique that is going to be just in your house, in your office, or whatever it is. It's going to be unique.
Okay.
From that point.
In your opinion, have in a house all this stone, which is more precious if it comes from some part of the world, maybe less precious from some others, does it have an impact also on
the valuation of the house? Yes, of course. Yeah. I know for a fact that also in Italy, but it works for all the world, if you have more than 20% of the surfaces of the house in marble, covered in marble, the price of the house is going to increase. And this work also for the hotel, because the star in the hotel,
the stars,
a hotel to request the star needs to have a certain surfaces, an interior surfaces covered in marble. They can't ask to have the permission to put 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. That depends also on the quantity of marble that they have inside.
So it's correct to say,
it's an investment.
Stone is precious.
It's an investment. Exactly. Because
and besides, the beauty also of all this natural material is that you can restore them anytime. They last a lifetime.
Yes.
And if something happened to it, it's just...
As you know, we follow a lot of projects. We do almost 300 projects a year, and some of them as just renovation. So we are just refinishing project that we have done 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and we are just polishing it again. Exactly. And it turns new again after 20 years. I mean, as we said before, there's the Colosseum we can look at, there's St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome. It's all made in travertine and it's still there, it's perfect.
The cathedral as well?
Yeah,
okay.
You just need to clean it and it's gonna turn new again after 1,000 years. So yeah, you're gonna have something that is gonna be new every time.
That's why it's fantastic for furniture, for the indoors, but the outdoor also, as well, for walls.
Exactly, also if you need to do outdoor as well.
And everything else.
Yeah.
There are a few things that really make me curious, because people just assume you buy a slab, it comes in glossy, comes in matte, in leather finish, and that's it. But it's not really like this. How many finishes are there available? And we have few of them just here in front.
There's a lot, because as you're saying, there's the three most known one that is going to be polished, that is mostly used to give more light when you have a space that is not that illuminated. You're going to use a polish finish to enchant it also the surfaces. Then the one that is trending right now is going to be the honed or matte finish, or also the leather finish, how they call it. The leather finish for me is really cool because it's something that involves also your touch, because it's all about senses and it's not just the eyes. Also nowadays they want to touch and feel what they just purchased. So with the leather finish, you're gonna feel the stone, because we're gonna use a diamond head brush to work on the slabs, so we can have the movement of the veins of the material that is gonna stand out, and you're gonna feel it.
You feel the texture.
It's really, really cool. But instead of that, we have a range of finish that is...
How many are there? 5, 10,
no,
20,
25 type of finish.
Yes.
It's difficult to explain every one of them, because for each finish you're gonna use different machinery to do it. So something like that, I'm not sure if you call this one bamboo finish or canal finish, but there's a range, an infinity range. Instead, something like this. This
is super interesting.
What is this? Particular type of elaboration that is called hypogeo.
Yeah.
This is made using acid on a certain surfaces of the material, and then the material is going to be corrosed, and it's going to lower it. But since the marble had different material inside itself, you're going to find a stronger part and a weaker part. The weaker part is going to be eaten from the acid. Exactly. And the stronger part is going to stand out. After that process, we're going to polish it, and you're gonna see that the polish finish is gonna touch just on the pieces that is higher. So you're gonna have this rock finish, and it's really, really cool. And it's unique. Even if a slab is unique itself, the finish works in the way that it's gonna make even more unique.
I understand. But now, I'm curious to know. Clients sometimes they see a beautiful piece of slab, and it is all one beautiful vein, one color, and then they see like a cut, and like, for example, a long vein like this, and then it moves. I'm curious to know what is that interruption that we see sometimes, that slide like this on the old slab. What's
this
that?
Is a really curious fact about the natural stone, because we know, let's just say that the natural stone itself, when we talk about marble, we are talking about 4, 5 or 6 million of years ago. Millions of years ago. So what happened there? When you have these quartz veins, that usually is white, you're gonna see going through a slabs, and it's gonna interrupt and moving also for 10 centimeters up or down. You're gonna have an earthquake that happens.
An earthquake.
Exactly, that happened 5 million years ago.
Because we have clients that, oh look, your company cut it wrong. So, no, that's the nature of the material.
You're gonna have
an earthquake.
And that's beautiful, because you're gonna have, let's just say that you're gonna use it to do a kitchen top. You're gonna have a proof of the movement of the earth on just a kitchen top. And it's really cool when you see the vein move, because it's also rare to find on a block something like this. So in my opinion, it's even cooler to have something like that happen in your slab. It's a precious point. It's not something that decreases the value. I want to say it increases it.
Increase the value.
Yeah.
Okay, so as an expert, okay, what material? Because of course we do kitchen and we do amazing bathrooms. So what material would you use, or in your opinion, what is the most precious material to use in the kitchen and the one in a bathroom?
So we have a range also. Here we can go forever, but to do kitchen tops, I will mostly suggest to go with quartzite.
Quartzite.
Yeah, you have a material that is really resistant, and the really important part is acid resistant itself, the material.
Okay.
So even if you spill wine or use lime, the quartzite resists.
Even if it is matte or other finish, no problem.
You don't want to have any issues. Of course, you can do treatment if you want to, just to be even more safe, but you don't need to do that. Instead, if I have to do some project in the bathroom, depending on the project, of course, and on the taste of the final client, but I would suggest to use also onyx, because it's beautiful. I love the material because you can play with the light using it. So you can put the light behind, and when you turn on the light, you're gonna see your bathroom
illuminate
everything, and it's really, really cool. But as well, you're not gonna use the onyx to do kitchen tops because it's gonna break.
Because it's gonna break.
Yeah, it's Exactly.
Isn't it?
It's more than a crystal. It's still more similar to marble than it is to the quartzite, but doesn't react too well to the heat, and also it's not a strong material. Okay. So we can do a table with the onyx, and it's gonna be fine. But you can't do a kitchen top where you're cooking in onyx because it's gonna break. In that case, I can already tell you. But the point of the onyx, that it has a beautiful structure. You're gonna have beautiful color because also on the onyx you're gonna have the white onyx, the green onyx. Then now you're gonna find also the pink onyx, blue onyx. So you have a beautiful range of color that you can use for whichever project you want to. But we suggest mostly to use it for flooring or to put it on the wall. That's the main use that you can do for onyx.
Okay. Now in Italy you have two amazing warehouses, okay? But is it possible to take clients to see not only your warehouses but also the quarries and the process and see how it works? Because I get asked often, I mean, the stone is a word so far away from our client, but they really want to see.
Of course, everything is possible nowadays. It's just one plane ticket away from going to a quarry and see where it all started. Because Margraf, that is our company, owns quarry. Also in Italy, but not just in Italy. We have exclusive all around the world. So we have exclusive on the quartzite, on the hard marble. So it's really curious that you ask that, because there's a lot of differences. When we talk about quarries, we're gonna have the tunnel quarries when we excavate inside the mountain to follow the best vein, and then we cut the block where we prefer. Exactly. Or there's the open, it's called open sky quarry, where we literally cut the mountain. So we cut, we call it bancate, and when it falls down on just a singular one, you're gonna have almost 15 blocks where you can choose how to cut because it's different dimension. Because when it falls down, it's gonna break, so you're gonna have all different sizes block. And then, in case of the onyx, you're gonna have ground quarries, where you cut directly from the ground, and then you excavate it, and you take it out. It's really cool, the onyx quarries.
Okay, so we can chop a mountain, we can do a tunnel, or we can take it out from the ground.
And it's really, really interesting, the different method of extraction that you're gonna find. Almost, I would suggest that the most curious one is going to be a tunnel quarry like the Fior di Pesco or the Covellano. There's two marble, two mountain quarries, so both of them is in the mountain. It's not a ground level, nothing like that. So you're going to go inside the mountain. You're going to see the vein going through the mountain, not just on a block, because all the people I used to see just the vein on a singular slabs 3x2, but you're going to see that it's literally a mountain that has the vein inside and we follow that vein, and that's really interesting to see.
Okay, but how does it feel to work with something that is being created 6, 8, 10 million years? Because that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So when they have a worktop in the kitchen, that piece is 6 million year old minimum.
Yeah, and
like this marble we have here is at least 6 million years
exactly.
old.
This is a graphite. It's beautiful.
It's a graphite, yeah.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, I love my work, so I love all of this world. I would choose natural stone every time, because a lot of people they only concerned about how I take care of it. I mean, of course you're going to take care of your own material, but you're gonna have something unique, because I think if it's gonna be for my house, I have to choose something that is gonna be unique, that I know is unique for me. Then it's gonna be my choice and my only choice, and it's just gonna be for me.
And this is your piece of earth.
Exactly. I literally have a piece of the earth formation, because my slabs is gonna be just on my house. It's not gonna be of nobody else, and that's the most important part for me. When I choose something, of course, as you said, it's gonna be interesting to see a quarries and all the process, but in the end, the slabs that I'm gonna choose is gonna be unique, and
Fantastic.
that's.
Gabriele, thank you very much. It's always fantastic to have you, see you, to meet you, and I look forward to see you in Italy, perhaps visiting a quarry. Thanks for coming.
For sure. Thank you. I appreciate that.